While the world is focused on Ukraine and Taiwan, China is cleaning up on another front. When it comes to trade, Beijing is eating the U.S.'s lunch. Hello, I'm Steve Forbes, and this is What's Ahead, where you get the insights you need to better navigate these turbulent times. The huge Asia-Pacific region, 30% of the global economy, is the fastest growing area in the world, and China's dominance is increasing. Key to Beijing's expansion is trade, and here the U.S. is floundering. Shame on Washington for letting this happen. A little over a year ago, 15 Asian-Pacific nations, including China, signed a free trade pact called the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. It is the world's largest such trading bloc, bigger than the European Union and NAFTA. It is coming to effect now, and the implications are huge. The pact sharply reduces tariffs, eliminating these taxes on 90% of the imports of these countries in coming years. For instance, the agreement removes tariffs on 86% of Japan's exports to China. It'll fuel more growth by making it easier to build sophisticated supply chains across borders at a time of growing protectionism and trade barriers. China is a huge winner. China's exports to Asia have tripled in recent years, but China's imports have also exploded, making other countries' growing prosperity more and more dependent on the China market. China is smart for both economic and geopolitical reasons in making its economy more accessible to other countries in the region. For example, U.S. ally South Korea's exports to China amount to more than 12% of its GDP. Talking about more ties, Taiwan's exports to China have doubled in 5 years, now equal about 1/3 of the island's GDP. Meanwhile, the U.S. still faces barriers in trading with China. Despite the tariffs imposed by President Trump and retained by President Biden, our trade deficit is nearly $400 billion. Given this new formidable free trading bloc, the U.S. should be working overtime to strengthen trade ties with the region. Unfortunately, the U.S. pulled out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership when Donald Trump took office, even though this pact was being formulated specifically as a counter to China by expanding trade between us and Asian nations. Instead of walking away, we should have worked out specific objections. Beijing toasted Washington's withdrawal. As a starter, the White House should follow through on a letter sent by 15 Republican senators last November, urging the Biden administration to start talks with our Asian partners and allies for a digital trade deal. Singapore, New Zealand, and Chile have concluded such an agreement, which, of course, Beijing now wants in on. We should also re-engage with the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Unfortunately, our government shows little real interest in pursuing such vital trade matters. This is economic and geopolitical dereliction of the first order. I'm Steve Forbes. Thanks for listening. Do send in your comments and suggestions. I look forward to being with you soon again.